Okay, let's do more signs and planets and the basic language of astrology. So today I'm taking it a little easy here. I'm doing Aries because, it's not like I don't know Aries already. I have an Aries and Mars, or I have a Sun and Mars in Aries. So, Sun's exalted in Aries. Mars, it's in its own home sign, its domicile. So if I don't know anything about Aries, that would be kind of sad. But having said that, I still am doing the keywords to make sure I'm not missing something. Maybe I haven't heard of something all these years. So when we think of Aries, first sign of the zodiac, it is the one who takes the initiative, the leader. They have the courage. And I also think of that line in it's a Will Ferrell movie, the one about racing. If you're not first, you're last. That's an Aries. They also believe if you're not a winner, you're a loser at the extremes. So ah, I'm gonna have a lot to say about Aries, but I need to edit it down. So they tend to be very independent. I know one of the jokes in the family was I came out of the womb saying, do it myself. And this is before we knew about zodiacs and astrology. So an Aries tends to be the leader, the first one to get in. Um, but they can also be kind of impulsive. They may not think before they act because they're all about action, not words, baby, action. But that can definitely have a negative side too, because they can be impulsive. There's also a little problem that, where the Aries they're really good at starting things, but not so good at finishing them. We get easily distracted. It's like we're trying to do a video and squirrel, squirrel. So that can be a problem for Aries, but they have so much enthusiasm, oh, so much drive. They can be a little warlike, bit of a warrior, because Aries is ruled by Mars. And Mars is a warrior. It can either be a good leader in battle or not so good. So um, they tend to be first to the fight. They can be sort of, not sort of, short on temper, especially when you have Mars and the Sun in Aries. Just saying. Not from experience or anything like that. There was a really interesting metaphor that Rick Levine, who's a famous astrologer, made, talking about the fact that you have Aries is ruled by Mars, so is Scorpio. And he was like, well, what's the difference between Mars and Aries and Mars and Scorpio? And the analogy he used was, in Aries, it's like a machine gun, scattering random gunfire, anger, action, all these things everywhere. But in Scorpio, it's a sniper rifle. I was like, oh. And I kind of took that further to say Aries is like the Incredible Hulk. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. And just smashing and destroying everything. It's crazed. But a Scorpio, it's more like Jason Bourne, the very cold, focused sniper, very focused intensity, which can be anger. So, but back to Aries. They love adventure. They love to be competitive. People with strong Aries placements can be very good athletes. They tend to be very bold. And like I said, they take action. They're pioneering. Not somebody you have to nag after to get them started on a project. They tend to be a self starter. very determined to get things done. So, really determined. I mean, think about the horns on a ram that they're just battering something, being kind of stubborn like the Taurus bull. Anytime you have an animal with horns, it's like, "Hmm." And I also, my teacher has even said that sometimes you can kind of pick out an Aries when you're out and about because he says he's noticed they'll kind of walk with their heads down, like giving you the horns. But if you try to stop an Aries, they're going to try to batter right through those barriers. They are not taking no for an answer, which can be good or bad. Hopefully, you don't take it too far. You can be motivated, you can have a lot of drive, spontaneity, but you can have a short fuse and you tend to be distracted, tend to start things, not finish them, which is kind of a problem with what we call cardinal signs. The, the first of the three category signs can be in cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Cardinal tends to start things, fixed tends to be stable and not want to move. And mutable is kind of moving on to the next thing. And we divide our zodiac up into the signs. So Aries is cardinal, and the element is fire. Fire, fire, fire. I have so much fire. Thank goodness I have a whole lot of water to help put it out. So, but that is Aries. And it can be a little cocky too. You can have somebody in Aries that's cocky. The ego, the leadership, they can be a cocky person, but they can be a very good leader. And they're representative of kind of the spring season. That's the beginning of the spring season. So, very bold leader, easily distracted, that kind of person. All right. That is it for Aries. Thank you so much.